What up? What's up? You already know who it is. PMA gang. Get y'all asses up, man. I know y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all in quarantine. Y'all probably bootying all up all wild crazy. But, get y'all asses up because you are now tuned into the excavator of sound. Cue the Don. And hit with me, as always, is this nut ass nigga with this.
Yo, man, I had to step it up a notch, man. That fucking nut ass surgical shit wasn't working.
Like, he got me fucking misconstrued. I'm touching my face. I ain't supposed to be touching my face. Why the fuck do I have to deal with this bullshit? I thought I was a fucking... Anyway, yo, you got a name, boy?
Skullface?
Dickhead of the year, man. And we are the Pardon My Arrogance podcast. Bitch!
From the 215 to 302, we kick some facts and talk the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.
Good morning, PMA. How are you? Why don't ya? On today's episode, we're talking about more about this corona bullshit. Your Trump is a bullshit.
Hey, listen. At one, it got crazy. We went in deep. We gonna get back to what we do on App 2, man. It's PMA, baby.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself, because we're going to go. Why don't ya? We're PMA.
Let's go.
PMA. What's up? Yo, man. Even though it's been a week, it's still been a long ass time. When I'm appreciating all the feedback we getting from that first app. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, but so I appreciate the love, everything like that. You got something to say, boy?
Nah. I mean, app 2. Like you said, we appreciate all the feedback, all the support and everything on app 1. Keep on supporting the boy. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on IG. Stay tuned. We got a lot more coming besides just the podcast episodes.
Yeah, comment too, because we like the balding. I mean,
shout out to a couple of the shorties that was in the comments. I'm glad y'all appreciated the episode. Keep on sharing it. You know what I mean? Pass the word during this quarantine that we in. We want the whole world to be able to. As Kevin Hart say, laugh at my pain, right? We laughing at the world's pain right now because shit is bleak. So only thing you can do is right now is pass the word of what to do during this pandemic that we in, and kind of enjoy each other as we talked about. So what was that article we were just now looking at though, bro?
Yeah, it's some fucked up shit going on and shit, man. Apparently, you can't be walking out of Amazon like some type of fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Like some type of like we're not gonna take it, like shit like that, like, you know what I'm saying? So
they ain't having it.
We ain't doing that shit. Apparently somebody tried to do that shit. Let me read this article.
Well, I thought it was ironic because last week we talked about Walmart and some of these other big companies and what they're doing right now during this pandemic, and then we seen a couple things that rolled out over the last week or so. Since we dropped the app, we seen that there's cases of COVID-19, aka coronavirus, aka that Rona, that's popped up in multiple Amazon facilities, and we talked about distribution centers, Walmart, so we're very familiar with how a distribution center works, how close you are with your coworkers and things like that. So it was only a matter of time before it would pop up. So yeah, Amazon got some cases, but then this article shit threw me for a loop, bro. Tell the people what the article say, man.
Apparently, Amazon has terminated an employee based in the company's Staten Island, New York warehouse after he participated in a worker walkout protesting the company's response to the novel coronavirus.
Worker walkout. We ain't having this shit.
Amazon confirmed the firing night. They confirmed the firing Monday night. Yeah, they was like this. Yeah, we fired him, bitch.
So hold up. So, the bull.
Yo, they was like this. What? Yeah, we fired him.
He organized a fucking walkout, a strike.
He said, we're not gonna take it.
But the crazy deets that I know that you had said was in there was the bull. He got the COVID, right?
Nah,
he don't have the COVID.
Read the rest of the article.
All right,
Mr. Smalls.
That's his name.
Mr. Smalls was found to have close contact with diagnosed associates with confirmed case of COVID-19.
Oh, that's what it was. His homies and shit. Somebody got it.
We ran past this, but they didn't air the ball out. They put his name all up in the damn article.
Yeah.
So he be like this, hey, how you doing? How you doing? I'm Christian Smalls. Ew, no, can't wait.
Yo, but the reality is that people not following the damn rules that's been laid out, man. Stay away from people, right? This bull, he got a homie that got the COVID, that got the Rona. And he ain't following the rules. He like, yo, bro, what up? Still dapping up and everything. They found out about it.
Yeah, and he was asked to remain home with pay for 14 days.
Which
is
pay.
Cool.
Appreciate
with
you.
Pay, I
you know
pay, appreciate you. 2-week vacation.
I'm going to go home. I'm going to binge Ozark. You know what I mean? But no, he came to work.
However, this boy here came to work like this. This is wrong what they doing to us, man. We're not gonna take it. Like,
who with me?
Like, and he tried to stage a walkout. They was like, yeah, Kristen Smalls is the illest. You get it? Illest.
The illest. I ain't the fucking illest.
Yo, Kristen. You fired.
Don't need to get your shit. It's already contaminated. We burned that shit already.
We told you to stay away, which is true. They told you, yo, stay your punk ass home for 14 days with pay.
Right.
You get
with
paid
pay.
for it.
That's the kicker. They was paying the boy to stay home.
But you want to come in anyway because you just was sitting at home like this. No, this shit ain't fucking right.
Not right.
No, this shit ain't fucking right. Yo, I gotta go in there right the fuck now. Like,
what? I mean, hey, yo, Smalls though. What was your motive though? What was the point of going back though? Smalls, I don't understand it. I'm a little lost. You was getting paid.
I would took their fucking money and because I guess they was like this. Well, he probably one of them like got a problem with authority ass.
Oh yeah.
So he probably like this. They basically put their finger on his head and was like, yo, you was with that bull. He got COVID. Now you got COVID.
Right.
Stay the fuck home.
Oh, so he was one of them against the grain. And you know, people who know me know that I'm kind of like that too. Yeah. So I get it, Smalls, but. Come on, bro. They had the right, man. They was in the right. Amazon, y'all was in the right, man. If it's a chance that somebody has been in contact with somebody else,
they gave you bread,
who might have that Rona, come on, man. They got the distance because that shit's gonna spread. We didn't see what's happened over the last couple months. So
they got to think. Staten Island, New York,
right?
That state has seen 66,000 people sickened by the virus and more than 1,000 deaths.
Crazy.
So it's important enough. It's fucking serious enough for us to take the shit real serious. But
let's stay with New York for a minute though, because I was just reading a joint this morning about New York. So as Q said, New York is crazy right now with this Rona. You know what I mean? They got over 60,000. You know what I mean? Cases and whatnot. It's what over. What is it? It was over 100,000 cases in the U.S. That was a couple of days ago. So that joint, I know it's ballooned even more. But half of them was in New York. Yeah. So I was reading an article about this hospital that's in, I want to say Brooklyn. This shit crazy. It was on CNN. Y'all can look it up. I might throw the link down there, whatever. But basically, the hospital's way overstaffed. They said it's a war zone. They said the morgue is already overflowing. The morgue can hold 20 bodies normally. They've far exceeded that already because niggas is dying left and right. They didn't brought in refrigerated trucks to put the extra bodies in. They said the ICU.
Yo, can you imagine how crazy that is, yo? Yo, man, I'm looking for my grandma, yo.
Oh, man.
Yo, she in the back of that truck over there.
Yeah, that one right there with the bread on it.
About with the coke horse fucking on that. They over there fucking on the tanker my grandma.
Yeah, that's brutal, that bro.
Wild,
that's brutal.
Crazy, bro. Like, this is some serious ass shit right here. Like, they don't even have enough to hold the fucking morgues, bro.
Right. They said that the hallways is lined with beds and gurneys everywhere.
You know what kills me too? Niggas. It's so bad that the niggas on TV try to cover up their cough. Like, they don't even want to fucking cough. They like this. Yeah, so the Pentagon was fucking saying,
oh, you clearing your throat? You clearing your throat? That's 2 times in 3 seconds. He got the Rona.
That's how serious this shit is. Like, motherfuckers don't even want to appear to have it because they know that they might just, oh no, you can't come back on no radio show, brother. You got to go fuck on.
Right.
Shit.
And I think that's one of the craziest parts is that You know what I mean? If you got it or you deemed it might have it, you quarantining for 14 days in the hospital by yourself, no family and friends allowed. So that's got to be hard by itself, whether you have it or not. That hospital in Brooklyn, bro, they opening up sections of the hospital where they opened up sections of the hospital ain't been used in years, that they now have filled the capacity. Like I said, they got beds in the hallway, bro. They have full capacity. They don't have enough PPEs, which is crazy because I've heard from multiple people, including my Wiz, she's a nurse, that the PPEs are running out, personal protective equipment. They running out across the country.
Because we were ill prepared.
Facts.
We were ill prepared to handle this shit, yo.
And that's something I want to talk about today.
Billions of dollars run through this country every day.
Right.
And we are ill prepared for this. So for some shit that is that serious.
Look, we gonna come back to that in a minute because I want to talk about our ill preparedness for this Rona. It's crazy because we didn't want to do another Rona episode, but again, like we said last week, it's big. It's too much going on regarding it, and we feel like we got a platform, we got a voice, so we're gonna speak about it. We're gonna bring light to it. We're gonna put it out there for people who might not be wanting to look at their news every day, CNN app every 5 minutes. We're gonna put it out there for you in the right manner, and we also gonna bring light to some of the causes behind it. So just in case you're not in the know, maybe you can become in the know. I thought
half of black people don't even fucking like to watch the news.
That's a fact.
And I get it.
Growing up in Philly,
why would I want to?
You see bodies on the news every night. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
With some good news sprinkled in.
Right.
Like on a positive note, we saved a cat from a tree.
Well, that's the news industry in general. They gotta sell controversy. They gotta sell the negative because that's where the ratings come from.
You don't think that got nothing to do with the increased suicide rates?
I'm sure it got to.
If you always fed bad news and shit like that.
Right.
Like,
some people feel it's too bleak.
Our commander in chief, try not to feed us the bad news and shit. But come on, brother. You got to go ahead and tell us what we need to know,
bro. Let's not even go to that ball yet, because I that's a rabbit hole that I tend to go down, and it's hard for me to climb back out, man. I'm trying to avoid that topic as much as possible these days. I thought that it was crazy. We was talking about jobs. We talking about Amazon just now, right? So my Wiz, she's in the nursing industry, and she's been doing this for a decade plus, a dime plus. And, we said on the last episode, she got lupus, autoimmune disease. There's a lot of nurses out there that has underlying conditions, but they still do what they do because they want to help people, right? Did you see the video on Facebook of the nurse? I don't know where she was at, but she was crying. She in the locker room. She just quit her job because her boss tried to put her on a floor that had a Rona patient, and she like, I got some other health issues and I got kids at home. I'm not doing that. They still try to make her do it. She quit her job. She on live telling the people, why I quit. She crying. I sympathize with that. Something crazy, bro.
Yeah, I sympathize with it too. And then we have the people that's on the other end of that spectrum, where they say, we understand all that,
right?
But this is a greater need right now. When I get them from a standpoint of a hospital, of a country, is like the greater need is your intellect and your smartness to help us figure this shit out. No matter whether you're putting yourself in danger, and your greatest is yourself.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna put myself in a predicament. So it's both ends of the coin and shit. So, and both of them are technically right.
Right.
Because it's you the smartest nurse we got here. You the best nurse we have here. Like, without you, we ain't getting these patients taken care of. So it's like, I need you.
However,
I need you. But on the other end of the spectrum, it's like, yeah, y'all need me, but I need to live.
Yeah, and that's where for me the red flag pop up at. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story, right? So my Wiz, she got 2 gigs, right? State gig and then another company. We not putting no names out or nothing like that. But state gig, they got real good protocols of how they do things as far as this Rona go. Unfortunately, she goes to work the other day and they talking about like, we about to get ready start moving patients around. We got a whole nother spittle up the way we bringing everybody down here, the patients and the people that work there. I'm like, that look a little suspect, man. You might not want to go to work tomorrow, man. I don't know. Sure enough, next day she finds out the people they was about to bring down, they got confirmed cases. So as simple as that, and this is just one instance throughout the country of things that's happening where people being consolidated to be able to make things more efficient, but that consolidation comes with ultra new circumstances that you might not be prepared to handle, such as people who are positive with the COVID. Another gig that she got, they basically was on the whole nother end of it. They was like, nah, you either come to work or you ain't got no job. And it's like, I'm telling her, like, you know, look, told her straight up, yo, don't go back to work. It ain't even worth it. Your health, you living, because you're wild susceptible based on, you know what I mean, what you got going on inside of you. It's not worth it to go in where a company doesn't care for you. So that goes back to the Amazon shit, right? Amazon got like, what, 10, 15 warehouses across the country that they got positive cases in. We was looking at a joint earlier. They closed one of the warehouses for what, a couple hours to do a deep clean? You think a couple hours that's a deep clean? You not putting no protocols in place to stop these things from happening. Another warehouse closed for like a week, which is good. But again, you got to put some protocols in place, keep people away from each other and things like that to stop these things from happening, bro.
Flicking through this news, bro. Like,
what you got?
Shit is crazy. Texas company tried to sell masks at 6 times the normal price. Oh, Lord.
Gouging.
Divorces are spiking in China as couples end coronavirus quarantines. Wait, what? Divorces are spiking in China as the couples in Colorado quarantines. Like this.
That was the worst 2 months of my life, shorty.
Bitch, I can't stand you.
I can't wait till we get out this house. It's over.
I can't. I don't even know. I didn't even know you until now.
Right.
Is this the shit you do?
Yeah.
You know what?
Hey, sometimes when you're forced to lock in.
Yo, the first judge that's not corona bitten, it can take us.
So
we going. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. We fucking through.
It's a wrap, right? So look,
I was already looking at Xing Xing down the street anyway.
This motherfucker said Xing Xing.
So, you know, right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go handle that. Yo.
I can actually sympathize with that a little bit right now. In my career, we dealing with this distant learning. It's interesting. You know what I mean? Luckily, we fortunate enough to have multiple laptops and devices and things like
crazy.
that.
We live in a time like that you can do that shit. Like TV is still going on,
right?
Via people at their house and shit. Like people still doing YouTube videos. They've been doing YouTube videos anyway, but they're having conference calls with video chat. Like back in the day when the shit was going on with all these viruses and pandemics and shit like that, they ain't had that.
Right.
So if they was out, you out. Like you ain't no work, no nothing. You can't communicate, no nothing.
Yeah, old boy, that do what's that show on Comedy Central? I can't even think of it. The boy who do the news joint.
Trevor Noah?
Yeah, Trevor. He basically been still keeping the joint going by going on IG every night for like an hour or two and giving the news.
And he having wild good ass doctors.
He ain't got no production cast, no none of that. He just splicing people in and talking and talking. And that's dope. Like, don't let your circumstance cause you to change the way you moving completely. Social distancing is changing some things around the world. So hold on, let's talk Amazon for a minute. You seen the video of the boy that spit on the box, bro?
No, I did not.
What?
Yeah, I don't. That's some gross ass shit.
Come on, bro. Listen, I hope y'all seen it. Man. Amazon delivery man dropping off a box. Sets I don't like the box
bodily
down.
Fluids, bro. Like,
my man.
Come on, man.
He's like,
like for what? You nasty. I saw this one video, a nigga on the subway digging up his nose and then putting it on a pole and shit.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yo. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all niggas need Jesus. Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I guess the worst of times bring out the worst in people sometimes. You know, I was in Walmart last week and I seen a rumble almost happen. Yeah, man. You seen Walmart's 1 per policy, bro?
Yeah, man.
It's like them to have at the stores 1 item per person.
It say like in order to accommodate our community and shit. Like
right.
We're asking you to take like, yo, I'm pretty sure you still got the shit at the house.
Yeah, exactly. And I get that. I totally get that. But all of this is it came from somewhere, started somewhere, and that's the reason why we're here. Yeah, last week I'm in the joint. Sure enough, it's like 2 packs of toilet paper in the joint, 3 people up there grabbing them joints, and sure enough, third odd man out. My man was in a full uproar, bro, and he's arguing with the Walmart associate about they need more, and then he tries to get her snatch it from the one lady. I guess he thought she was soft. Yo, grandma wasn't having it.
Again, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, listen. It's crazy times that we live in right now. It's a pandemic going on, people. People are dying. And some of y'all who might be watching this right now, I don't think y'all taking it serious enough. Y'all still out here partying, joining up to do TikToks together. I'm on TikTok now, and it's like 5-6 people in the video together. I'm like, yo, man, do you know where that boy that you TikToking with? Do you know where he was 5 hours ago? You know how he was moving? Are you sure?
Unless they all roommates in quarantine together.
Yeah, maybe, but nah, fuck that. Benefit of the doubt. Nah, man, they some scumbag ass boys passing the damn Rona around.
Yeah, that's why. What's that? I think it was Virginia governor. He was like, yo, even if this shit ends,
right,
in mid-April, mid-May, y'all ain't getting out of quarantine till June because y'all fucking up. Right?
Till June? He put them on lockdown?
That's why June 15th was trending on Twitter. It was like June 15th, June 15th, June 15th. They was like, I think it was the governor was like this, man, y'all on quarantine till June 15th. I don't give a damn if the world is out there fucking talking about something. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
What's up with you and this dance?
Y'all shit, like y'all motherfuckers gonna stay in the house. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations.
Right.
You played yourself.
Yeah, this shit is bad, bro. And so, all right, let's go down this rabbit hole for a minute because I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I feel so. Somebody talked to me the other day. We dropped episode 1. People who know us, who follow all 50 episodes in season 1, by the way, if you haven't listened, go ahead on all streaming devices, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, look, Stitcher, anywhere that you can stream a podcast at, we on there. Go back, 50 episodes, season 1, Wildfire. So one of our fans came up to me the other day and it was like, yo, Ep 1, it was dope, but you surprised me, bro. You normally get a little more, you don't let things slide. And I'm like, what? He's like, yo, you let that boy off the hook. I'm like, huh? He like, yeah, man, I Prezi, yo, you let him off the hook. And I'm like, yeah, I was trying to be politically correct. You know what I mean? I ain't want to ruffle too many feathers to start season 2. But then I'm sipping on some yak last night. And it started dawning on me, man. Like, this boy been lying for a couple months now. And it don't seem like too many people is G-checking him. So I decided to go on a joint and pull it up to see how many times this boy been lying. Yo, I got at least 10, 15 different Johns right here where this boy blatantly is lying to the country.
Read them out. Give us a timeline.
Oh, hold on, bro. Let me pull it up. January 22nd. We have it totally under control. Hold on now. First case.
Really now.
First case was January 20th. So let's be clear. First case in the U.S. officially January 20th in Washington State.
A long time ago.
It was bodies on the ground at the end of December and in early January in China. It was already a full pandemic at that point in China, right? So January 22nd, 2 days after the first case here, he's saying, yo, we got it totally under control. 2 days later, it'll all work out. January 30th. We think we have it very well under control. We have a very little problem in this country at this moment. Only 5 people. They're recuperating successfully. We think it's going to have a very good ending. I can assure you.
And it was working closely with China.
He was, right? February 2nd.
China was like, man, I ain't working with you, man. Kick rocks.
Listen, February 2nd. Well, we shut it down coming from China. We deaded all that, right? February 24th. Now, mind you, people, I'm a month after we got a case in the States, right? 2 months after, it's already a full pandemic in China, right? February 24th. The coronavirus is very much under control in the USA, right? February 25th. I think we're doing a great job. Now, mind you, because he's doing daily fucking news conferences about the shit, just lying every fucking day, right? February 25th. CDC and my administration, they're doing a great job handling the coronavirus. February 26th. Because of all we've done, the risk to the American people remains very low. When you have 15 people and the 15 within a couple days, it'll be down to 0. That's a pretty good job we've done this fall into February. Still talking about, yo, case is going to be gone, man. Shit about to be done with. Hold on. It gets worse, bro. You would think that in the end of February, we'd have been acting by now, right? Couple months into this shit, right? No, we about to be in March. February 28th.
If we'd have got ahead on this shit, we'd have been out by now.
We would have. Or we'd have had some type of control
been
on
really
it.
Good.
February 28th. I think this was the most telling comment of them all, bro. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It'll disappear.
Of course it will.
Yeah, eventually, right? That fucking one day might be in 2022, goddammit. What the fuck? March 5th. Because of quick action on closing our borders, as of now, only 129 cases, 40 Americans brought it in, and only 11 deaths. So this is in March, bro, and he's still claiming that, yo, we closed the borders, so, yeah, I mean, we acted wild aggressively. Bro, you know you didn't act aggressively because You wasn't testing. You wasn't being aware of it. All throughout March, this boy, look, March 9th. Then this is where it gets crazy. The fake news media and their partner, he was talking about CNN, their partner, the Democrat Party, is doing everything within its semi-considerable power to inflame the coronavirus situation far beyond what the facts will warrant. It's a hoax created by the Democrat Party. So this bull, this is 2-3 weeks ago, still claiming it's a hoax. They made it up. They're flaming it up. Come on, bro. So March 10th, this is when the shit can start getting crazy. As you know, it's about 600 cases, 26 deaths within the country. And had we not acted quickly, the number would have been substantially more. So as of a couple weeks ago, he's still claiming that he the shit.
You didn't act quickly though.
He claiming that he did by closing the borders because, you know, that's where it was coming from. So we just got to shut it down because them niggas coming from China. As long as ain't nobody coming from China, we good. Not
to mention China had the shit in December and shit. Lord knows if they had it in November. I mean, they already was here.
Let me ask you something, Q to Don. Do people go from China to let's just say some countries in Africa, like while they on trip, while they on vacation before they come home? Do people go from China? They was traveling the world, go from China and then go to the Caribbean to Jamaica, and then they come back home to the U.S. Do people do that, or is that just wild far-fetched?
I don't know.
I think people travel the fucking world. So if you shut down the shit coming from China, that's cool. What about the other countries, bro? Niggas is coming in your country, traveling from all over the world, and they've already been exposed, B.
Because they're coughing all over the world.
So March the 10th, and he gets wild crazy now. It hit the world. We're prepared, and we're doing a great job with it. It will go away. Just stay calm. It'll go away. March 13th, FDA says they'll bring in 1.4 million tests on board next week and 5 million within the next month. March the 15th, this is a very contagious virus. It's incredible, but it's something we have tremendous control over. People, this ball, listen, as of this recording, what's the day? March the 30th. That was March the 15th. That was 15 days ago, right? They just started testing here in the States, bro. This is beyond me. People want to say, oh, you can't be blaming. No, we can put the blame out there because some of y'all still support the bullshit that's being fed to y'all. These bulls, they had months upon months to actually do some acting besides closing a border. You know what I mean? Besides closing the import-export game, yo, do some fucking testing. You had the shit in January in Washington. You sent some botched tests. 73% of the tests you first sent out to Washington State was botched, and the shit was giving false fucking diagnosis. And then you wait another month to send the real tests, and another month before the actual heavy-ass overflow of tests coming in. Bro, you niggas wondering, oh shit, why is it spiraling out of control? Why we getting so many cases every day right now? We getting 10,000, 20,000 new cases a day and shit. You know, and that's in certain cities. You know what I mean? You know why? Because the shit wasn't being tested for all this time. The shit is already here in the States. And we say that to say this. People, stay the fuck away from everybody else, man. Go in the crib. Assume that everybody in the States got the Rona. If you assume that, and you know and you can account for where the person that you're sitting next to was at 5 hours ago, 2 days ago, if you can't account for that, stay the fuck away from them. If you can, go ahead, keep kicking it, do what you do, and quarantine together. But otherwise, stay the fuck away from everybody, and this shit will slow down. Because don't listen to this boy that's running this shit and think that, oh, it's about to disappear tomorrow. No. This shit is here to stay.
Not without work. Faith without works, man. Faith without fucking works, brother. Because,
yo, you know the boy bragging about his TV ratings, bro.
I don't want to talk about this nut boy no more,
bro. This motherfucker the other day.
Why your TV ratings up, brother?
This motherfucker bragging about the White House TV ratings. I said it last week. He got hired, right? A couple fucking years ago, 4 years ago. And he said, I'm a reality superstar. I just want to be rich.
What's the saying? What's the saying?
Yo, hire a clown. You're going to get a fucking circus. And now you got a circus on your hands, man. This boy's bragging about TV ratings right now when the country's in crisis. So all y'all depending on the government to save y'all. You're waiting on them stimulus checks. Nah, man, you got to save yourself. Stay the fuck out of harm's way. Stay in the crib if you ain't got to go out. If you ain't an essential employee, stay the fuck in the crib.
Like we said before, like people got a problem with authority. So they don't want to be told what to do.
Right.
It's not, you're not being told what to do. You're asking, all right, peep game, right? you don't take heed to this shit, like, and you give me some shit on some nut shit, then I go back and give it to my grandmother, she died and shit, and you know what I mean, like, now I want to off you.
Want to off you, nigga? It's only a matter of time before your last fucking days on this world is over.
It's like, it's not a. I understand. You may be in a perfect health, you may be in a perfect boom, but that still don't change the fact that you could be a carrier,
right? And
you carrying that virus from one point to the other, and that last point is not as healthy as you.
Right.
So take into consideration that it's not as far as sacrifices, because people just keep thinking of a negative sacrifice. No, it's not. Try not to think like I don't want to get sick, and start thinking about I want to remain healthy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's all about the fucking law of attraction and shit. If you keep talking about I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. And then you doing everything you're supposed to do to not get sick, and you gonna get sick.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're saying, all right, I'm gonna be really healthy, I'm gonna keep my ass in this crib, I'm gonna go ahead and work out, boom, only go out when it's perfectly necessary, you're going to attract that health back to you and shit.
Right,
like,
right.
It's a basic equation in life and shit. But people don't understand that you don't have to be selfish right now. Because it's borderline selfish if you continue to go out and be like this, man, motherfuckers can't hold me back. Like,
it's very selfish.
You can kill somebody.
And I blame it on ignorance, right? And people, I've heard somebody say this, and if I hear it again, we're gonna have a fucking problem. It's not part of my ignorance, it's part of my arrogance. Because I ain't no ignorant motherfucker. He ain't ignorant, you know what I mean? But I am arrogant. I am confident in what I'm saying and what I know. And I do know that we got somebody and we got a group of people running the fucking country that's in control of our lives, right? Because it's based on what they do and what they supply and how they move and what they tell people of who lives and who dies at this point. You know, motherfucker out here lying, talking about, we had no warning of it. Bro, the shit is public knowledge that there was a 69-page playbook produced by the Obama administration back when the 2016 Ebola outbreak came out that detailed exactly how to move in a pandemic, things to look for, the signs to look for. Bro, you had a fucking report in October, a government report created and produced to you saying that we are underprepared for any pandemic crisis that comes our way. So don't fucking lie to me like I'm stupid or like I'm ignorant trying to say, oh, we was underprepared. Oh, this shit is in control. This shit gonna disappear. No. So anybody who out there who listening to his bullshit and accepting his lies, you ignorant. Because you're lying and lied to you. But I ain't look, man, I ain't gonna keep on dwelling on this bull. Stay the fuck inside, people. What else we got, Q? Then we had some other fucking topics we want to talk about, man, because I'm not going to spend time talking about the fucking Orange Bowl all day.
On a date we're recording this happy anniversary of Nipsey Hussle's death.
Yeah. Damn, that's bad. Happy anniversary.
It's not. I meant to say happy. I meant to say it's the anniversary.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro. It's been a year.
It could be considered happy because, people are reflecting on the positive things. I would hope.
Hustle and motivate
on the positive things that he tried to, push as far as,
make $1 million while you're young
and hustling and everything like that while you still here on this earth and shit. So I appreciate that from him and shit. Like all this other senseless violence, especially at this time.
Yeah.
Especially at this time when people still getting smoked.
Yeah, absolutely.
People still arguing on Instagram. Like the boy Young Chop was arguing, trying to call out everybody, talking about, and then you got somebody coming back to some, what about that gunplay? And shit like, go, hey, like, if this what y'all gonna do and spend y'all time on while y'all in the crib, y'all just need to go put yourself into a coma or something.
Right.
Like, I don't understand. Like, you just need to go sit down somewhere.
It's bigger problems out here, and it's still violence.
We're trying to promote positivity, but yet and still, we can't even do nothing. We can't even go nowhere. And y'all still arguing on the internet.
How you say it?
Arguing. You know what I'm saying? So, nut shit. That's the nut shit.
Pop Smoke.
Speaking of which, 2020 is some bullshit right now. Like, I'm about to go back to 2019. At least I was complaining about that, but at least we ain't this.
Right.
We about to be 4 months into this shit. We already had people dying, unfortunate, tragic deaths, right. Kobe and Gianna.
That's tough. That's still tough. We never got to dig into that, bro.
That's still tough, but I'm gonna try to keep everything that's been said has been said. I mean, at one point I was sitting like, yo, why y'all keep putting this stuff on TV, man? Like,
oh yeah, no, it hit me
every
hard,
time
man.
It go back to that. It just hit me because it's, Philly ball, boom, boom.
No, it was, I think, because he was a super dad, and I can relate to anybody who's a super dad, and I say that in the light of he grinded for 20 plus years. He was about his grind to perfect his craft to become the greatest he could be at what he was doing,
and at the same time, he was still trying to be
the greatest.
He was the great. Think about it. For all you dads out there, don't think you got enough time to be a good ass parent.
Facts.
This boy trained like a beast. Played NBA the 3/4 of the year.
I think you could say he trained harder than anybody else that we've ever seen besides Michael Jordan.
But he still. That's the whole reason he was in college, is because he wanted to take the time to spend with his children.
Right.
Doing homework, boom, boom, and that's the only time he can get to and from where they got to go via helicopter.
Right.
Air traffic.
I think that's the irony of it is he was in the chopper a lot of most of the time because he wanted to spend as much time with his family as he could, and it was bad on his back riding in the limo and shit for the in the car for a long time. So it's like you did that for your family, and then that's your means of demise. So that's tough, crazy. Man.
That's tough.
That was tough.
And as far as the Pop Smoke Joint, like young boy, like like you was good to me. Like I fuck with you, a hard body.
I ain't know nothing about that boy, man. Be honest with you.
I fuck with him, hard body. Like he was real good to me. Like he had
that one song you put me on, that joint was popping.
Yeah, he had a unique voice.
Right.
Like, he had like a Scarface type.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a big ass fan of Scarface. This fucked up the way it happened, boom, boom. But to all you youngins out there, like,
what's the message? What's the message, Q?
You gotta move a certain way, especially when you in a limelight genre. It's some stuff you just don't do. Your old head should touch you.
Facts.
There's some stuff you just don't do. And then like when I'm looking at them, like, damn, that's messed up. But where they do that at?
Well, because on the day he got handled, right?
He accidentally leaked his address from his Instagram story,
and he was doing what most of these young boys do, posting too much shit,
posting
right?
Pictures with the money, but forgetting that your address is your house, the way it looks, the number of your house is right there in front of them.
More so forgetting.
So all they gotta do is research, and it's easy to research. I can find a lot of stuff on the internet that I'm not supposed to be even known.
You can find anything on the internet, bro.
Yeah, so it's like I know the block you live on. Now I know what your house looks like. Now I know now I got an exact target, and he only been in LA for 24 hours.
Damn.
Them boys seen that, got all that shit together, and came to rob that boy in 24 hours.
And here's the kicker, right? And here's the message from it, right? So whether or not that was beef, whether or not that was somebody who he knew was an inside joint, none of that matters, right? You know what matters is that you out here putting on wild crazy, right?
And I get it, like, you know what I mean. You work hard. You're supposed to be getting. You can get flossy, but you just got to be smart. It's like you got to move a certain way. Like
it's how you move.
You can put that up and put money up and everything like that because everybody know you're rich. Everybody know you got money. But you can put that up in all black background. You can put that up all the way across the way and shit. Like,
I was gonna say,
remember that shit you said? You was like, I don't post pictures of me on vacation,
right? When
I'm actually on vacation.
And it goes to say this, right? Because at the end of the day, this is what people fail to realize. And I think because I'm from Philly, we from Philly, and I mean we grew up a certain way. I've lived different types of lives that I'm not necessarily proud of, but I can relate to that mind frame of I'm broke. I ain't got no job. I ain't got no hope for success tomorrow. Man, I got to get this bread today. I got to get this chicken today. So how can I get it? Now I'm sitting in there in the lab, crack-a-lacking, trying to figure out how I'm going to get my chicken up today, right? And then I happen to scroll across some shit where a motherfucker's inviting me to come get my chicken up. Guess what? I ain't got no hopes no more. I ain't got nothing to live for. Let's go get this chicken. And that's how it go down. And people fail to realize that there's millions of people like that all across the fucking country that they on their last leg. So if it's an easy way to make some bread, they gonna take it. And young boy, unfortunately, he was, you know what I mean? Like we say, I don't blame you, I blame your old head. You was moving wrong, bruh. Yeah, that's tough. It is tough, man. Like, damn.
It's still hard to see somebody life go way too soon.
It is.
He was a dub. He really wasn't even supposed to be drinking yet, but you know.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough. It is. Like a lot of shit happened this year. Like, I just want to get the year after Gayle King shit happened.
Yo, what was up with the Gayle King shit, bro? Because I never got to really dig all the way into that.
She was wild. I mean, it wasn't even like it was disrespectful. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you asking this close friend of this man about his checkered past, like this shit that was already forgiven, like his rape allegations and shit like that. Like, this ain't the time for that.
Putting him on blast at the wrong fucking time.
And then when she said, like, I never seen him do stuff like that, boom, boom, and then she hit her with but you wouldn't see it though. Like, you wouldn't see it. Like, come on, man. You sound wild disrespect. Like, you already in your mind convicted him of this, and you're trying to make her convict him in her mind. And
it's right after Kobe died.
Yeah, it's retarded. That's why
the timing was wrong.
Came at her wild reckless, wild hard. They gonna bust your ass up and shit because she's coming trying to apologize. Well, I didn't know CBS was gonna do it. Really?
Hey, yo, Snoop, hold on. Let me stop.
Real quick. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
It puzzles me, like because I heard another person say this, but it's like, you don't think the all white production company gonna put some shit that you set out, token black lady?
Of course, because at the end of the day,
because they've been doing that for how long?
Forever.
So don't be shocked when they're doing it now.
I wanted to bar Snoop for a minute because I thought when
with the apology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Snoop came out immediately after and barred Gayle up on IG.
He don't get me wrong. He was called.
He did, but she deserved it.
Pump mother effers, and
she deserved it.
We gonna come get you?
I don't know about to come get you shit, but she deserved most of that. And the next thing I know, I see this boy on the red table, Joe with Jada, and he looking all wild, apologetic, and I'm like, yo, come on, man, you need to get PMA stamped or approved. Maybe you need to come kick it with the PMA boys and learn that. Pardon my arrogance, but fuck you. I said what I said, and I'm gonna fucking stand by it. And you all backpedaling and shit.
Trying to keep good relationships because he on their show.
Fuck all that, B.
Boom, boom. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you really feel like some type of way about some stuff you said, and you really feel remorseful, then it's cool to apologize. Like, you know what, yo? I know I said some wild stuff. A part of me meant it. But I'm still apologizing for the way it come off.
Right.
I would respect that better than the full. I shouldn't have said it. Because you said what you said because you felt it.
Yeah. I don't appreciate that at all, man. It's been a crazy year, man. It's been a crazy year thus far. Hopefully it get better. Hopefully it can get better. Hopefully during this time of quarantine that the whole damn country's on now. Like we said last week, you can spend more time with your family. My man got you cracking the fuck up. He posted a dope joint the other day. We reposted it, just basically telling people like, yo, enjoy this time, man. And we said the same thing last week, and we're gonna keep saying it. Enjoy this time, and make the most of this time where you on quarantine. Hopefully you actually following the quarantine like we said. Stay inside, stay away from people if you can help it. Watch the signs and symptoms. Keep your head on a swivel. We can't say it enough, people. We want to keep on bringing y'all episodes, but guess what? If the shit get wild stupid and wild crazy as it's spiraling out to be, we might have to shut the podcast down. We might have to put the shit on hold because if niggas can't leave the crib at some point because it's wild messy out, it's going to be ugly. We don't want to do that. Hopefully y'all can take your own advice, our advice, people who actually making some sense advice, and stay inside, find ways to occupy your time, and go from there, man. That's pretty much all I got on today's episode, man. What you got, Q, before we wrap this thing up, man?
I'm just gonna wrap it up, man. Be safe out there, people. You already know what you can do to come and holler at us. You can go to Part of My Arrogance at Instagram. You know, we on there always posting something wild and shit. You know,
stay tuned.
We my_arrogance on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we working on other platforms too. We on Facebook too. My Part of My Arrogance. We might do some TikTok shit. You know,
maybe.
Shit, you know
we might join the TikTok community.
How we feel and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
We got a Part of My Arrogance TikTok, so y'all can go ahead and follow us on that joint. We ain't throw nothing up yet, but it's up there.
But as far as you can contact us, partofmyarrogance@gmail.com. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, you can even write us. You know what I'm saying? We do this stuff called Ask PMA for people on YouTube that never even heard us. Like, we get questions in or whatever, and then we react to it. You know what I mean? It should be kind of fun.
We got to Ask PMA coming real soon, man. People been asking for it. We wanted to get this Rona out the way here to start this season. We gonna get back to some of the things that we do real soon. Like I said at the beginning, if you haven't already, subscribe right now. Hit the subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that bell so that way you can get notified, because not only we gonna be dropping episodes every Friday, we got some in between the week stuff that we gonna probably be dropping soon. So hit the bell so you can get notified. Share it. Let the world know. We on YouTube now, so a lot of people who know us, they know us from our audio platforms. Now we on YouTube. We try and build this channel up a little bit. keep commenting in these videos, man. We love to get the interaction going. And it a lot of times, sometimes them comments lead to.
You ain't got nobody else to talk to.
You know what I'm saying? So we here. We respond fairly quickly. So definitely follow us. Stay tuned. Every Friday we dropping, and in between time, in the meantime, you know what to do. Stay arrogant, people.
After all that soliloquy he just said, yo, y'all have a good goddamn day. PMA out. Bitch.
From the 215 to 302, we kicking some facts and talking the news. We keeping it real while acting a fool. So pardon my arrogance and let me holla at you.
Yep, here we go. Here we fucking go.